Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just got back from seeing Avengers Infinity War. Well, we're finally here, after a decade of waiting, after 18 Marvel films, and after so many superheroes and villains facing off with each other, we finally get it. The Marvel movie to end all Marvel movies up until this point, even though the series is just going to keep going on and on and on for as long as these movies keep on being popular. So, was it worth the wait? In my opinion, it very much was. This is one of the craziest, one of the most ludicrous, but also one of the most satisfying films I've ever seen in my life. But I won't go over any spoilers, so I won't reveal who lives and who dies, and I won't reveal anything like that. So let's get to the bare bones synopsis of the story, shall we? So, Thanos, Thanos, played by Josh Brolin, has finally decided to get off his chair and do something, and he's searching for the Infinity Stones to exact his master plan. So the Avengers, the Black Panther's crew, and the Guardians of the Galaxy all have to team up together to defeat Thanos, his army, and to prevent, bad stuff from happening. That's all I'll say about the story without spoiling anything. What did I like about the film? Well, the main thing that I liked about this film was what I'm sure a lot of people will love. The fact that all of these Marvel characters get to show up and they get to play off each other and they get to be in amazing action scenes. The whole movie feels like a humongous love letter to the Marvel Universe, even more so than the other two Avengers films. It feels like the Avengers 1 on crack at points, as there's much more at stake, there's far more characters involved, and the action is just unbelievable with its special effects and with the amount of people involved. I heard that the budget's anywhere from $300 to $400 million, and it really feels like that money was spent well throughout most of the film's effects and through most of the film's action. But surprisingly, the best character of the film was which was really surprising to me, was actually Thanos himself. Josh Brolin puts on a really compelling performance as Thanos, and I won't spoil anything, but let's just say he bucks the trend of the usual trope of the Marvel villain being the weakest element about the film. He's actually one of the stronger elements, and that's saying a lot considering there's a lot of strong things that happen in this movie. That is, there are a few exposition scenes regarding the Infinity Stones, but for the most part, the movie gives us exactly what we want to see. These characters playing off each other, telling jokes, being in action scenes, having lots of emotional drama, all leading up to an ending that is so bonkers, so ludicrous, and so absolutely nuts to the point where you knew they could only pull this ending off if the series was as popular as it was, and if it was as entrenched in comic book logic as it was, with the audience being totally on board with it. And even then, it's a bit of a stretch for us to really accept this ending at all, let alone the fact that it's, a cliffhanger for the next Avengers film, which will probably blow our socks off again, even more than this one. But in my opinion, this film is so satisfying that it happens to earn that ending. That's not to say that there aren't problems with this movie, though. One of my biggest problems is the length. It's around 2.5 hours long, which means it does get a bit long. It does get a little bit grindy and long and a little repetitive at points, but you hardly ever notice it considering you're just having so much fun throughout the entire thing. But yeah, if you didn't like how long The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises were, it has that similar problem. Also, there are certain characters that I felt didn't get a whole lot of screen time where I felt others got a little too much, but that's just my personal preference. A lot of the emotional moments will depend on how much you care about a certain character. They might range from, oh my god, I can't believe this person is doing this, and they could range from that to, oh, I don't really care about that character, why would I care about him or her in this scenario? But yeah, for the most part, the emotional moments are done well, and everyone gets at least something to do, whether they're main characters or supporting characters for their own solo films. Also, as you'd probably expect, stay after the credits, because you know how these Marvel films go. End credits scenes are always important. Anyways, that's my review of Avengers Infinity War. I give it a 9 out of 10. See you next time.